I'm Dan Galusha, welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. We're out here in the rain, but we're underneath a big walnut tree at the moment, and hopefully it doesn't rain any harder where it'll, wipe things out. Anyhow, what we're here to do is a continuation. You may remember a couple of months ago, we were doing a lot with the Umarex Cowboy guns, the air guns that you have, the BBs. This one right here, the lever action, the Cowboy Lever Action Legend, and also the one that they have that's the old Revolver, the Colt Peacemaker. And I do have some water on that grip right now. But what we're going to do today is, about a month ago, we fired these after they had been stored for a month with C02 inside. Now we're going to fire them after it's been about 2 months. Now, I'm not recommending that you store your CO2 like that. We're just testing to see how these seals work. After that, I won't be doing that, unless, I'm just going to do a quick store, like for less than a day or a day, and I'm going to shoot again. But this is just a test. And, I mean, that's our job, to test and evaluate things, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to fire this and see if it'll even shoot. I've got it loaded, and of course, everything is Umarex in this. The CO2 is Umarex, the BBs that are in the casings, they are an Umarex steel. So let's fire the pistol first and see what it'll do down here. We're standing about pistol range here, and let's see if this thing will even fire. That we don't know. Well, by golly, it did. I can see where it hit even. We'll hit that tin can. Yeah, got it. Let's hit it again. And hit that other piece of metal. Yeah, got it. Again, hit the can. Now we may be, well, I may run out of ammo, which I think I did. I did. So we know that it's shooting. Now let's take a close look at that can and also that metal and see how much it dented it. Well, it did a pretty good job of things. I mean, look at this. Here's where it hit. I hit a direct center bullseye with it. And here it is where it came out, right here. You can see that. After 2 months of storage, that gun still had the power to do that. And again, I was using CO2. Now, would it have done, or just not CO2, but Umarex CO2? Would it have done it with another brand? I don't know. But it sure shows that the seals hold up. Now, here's the regular piece of metal. I shot this one once, and it went right into here. Let me grab that other one. We're going to take a look at that now. I didn't even look at it. Okay, here it is here. Both rounds, right there, all the way through. You can see that. And that's of course a flimsy piece of, well, like a siding, metal siding of some sort on a house. And so it would, I mean, if it had enough power, and after 2 months of storage, hey, that's not too bad. And we're going to try that now with this rifle and see what happens. And I'll turn it around so we'll have a fresh area to shoot at. And same with the can. I'll grab another can. All right, what I've done here, I'm going to load this too, but you can see I do not store these in here. I was asked about that. Can you store them in here? In other words, load it up and leave it that way and then eject them all when you get ready. Don't do that. That's not a good idea, to keep that spring compressed all the time. So I store them like this, and I've told you about that before. Just got one of these sleeves, works very, very well. You can preload it, like I've got all the BBs in it, and because that don't hurt anything, certainly not unsafe. And so what we will do, load these up, and then we'll turn around here and we'll shoot from 10 meters. The last time with that Revolver, we fired that at around 7 yards, about an air gun pistol range. So let me get this loaded, and then we'll fire on down the line and see how it does on those metals. Okay, I've got you right alongside me here. I'm going to rack around in and try to keep it dry. And we'll see what we're going to do here. I'm going to hit that metal first, that piece of metal to the left. I don't know if that hit it or not. We'll find out. Let's hit the can. I know I'll know if it hits that. Yeah, definitely hit the can. And by the way, that is a new can, so we can tell what the damage will be with this. And I'm going to hit that piece of metal to the right. I presume I'm hitting it. We'll fire these rounds. I'm going to hit that can again. It definitely hitting the can. I can see the dent from here. Whether it penetrated or not, I don't know. It's hitting that metal, I do believe. Hit the can again. Definitely hitting that can. And I mean, this is after 2 months of storage. So, this is pretty doggone good. I know I can hit that metal to the right and the left. I hear it every time. We'll get the can again. Definitely hitting the can. And like I said, this is after 2 months. I hit the can again if I got another round in here. Yeah, I did have another round. Yep, that's it. Picked up all of the metal pieces and the can, because I want to show you what this did. I mean, like I said, after 2 months of storage, I know I keep repeating that, but think about it. That's how well the seals are in these guns that Umarex has. Right here, you can see every one of the rounds in here. I really wasn't caring about getting it into here, but it was doing it. And they were all coming out here. You can see right there, I just blew a strip right out of there. In the back, they were all penetrating, and that is a heavy metal can. This is a dog food can. This isn't the metal ones that you can crush in your hand real easy. This is a strong can. Now, here they are here. I mean, if it's going to penetrate that, it's going to penetrate this. Nice little grouping right in the middle of it. That's where I was firing, so it's still got the accuracy. This one, again, it's all right there in the middle, and every one of them penetrated, as you can see. So, which these, I thought they would, because they are a flimsy metal, but not this. This is a heavy metal. So, anyway, that's what they're doing. And what do you say now? Because I'm not going to store this for another month. I'm going to go ahead and fire these out. I'm not going to keep you around doing it. And we'll just see how many more rounds it will go until that runs out now. Well, right now, I'm up to 80 rounds fired. This will be the 90th ones. And I'm going to let you see those, because I don't know, we're not running out yet. And you can see what I did to these cans. I went through 2 cans so far, just blowing them apart. And we got another one set up down here. I'm starting to use used cans. I want to use these heavier ones just to see what happens with them. And I'll put those right there. But let's start doing some more shooting. This time I'll let you see the 90th one. See if we can go further. Still hitting that doggone can pretty good. You can tell that. And it's not hitting low at all. Pretty much on. That one sounded like it might be going a little lower. I don't know. No, because look at that one. I shot it high even, and it still hit. It's still hitting that can good. You hear that BB spinning. Yep, that one's out. So that was 90 rounds now. So now we'll turn it off and I'll do some more shooting and be back with you. All right, I'm going to let you see these rounds because I think these are going to be the last of the actual punch to them. We're over 100 rounds right now, so let's see what this is at. It's running out, you can tell. That's 101 rounds right there. Yep, it's running out. So let's say 100 rounds. We had 100 rounds on 2 C02 cartridges that were stored in this for 2 months. That's really something. And take into consideration, it has been fired before during that 2 months, because it was fired first when we first loaded it. It was fired again at the 1 month stage, and now we fired it at 2 months storage and we still got, let's say, like I said, 100 rounds past that. That's just unbelievable. So now let's try the pistol. Well, so far I've fired 66 rounds. Let's see what happens here with the 72nd ones, I guess, if we get through that far. And I think we probably will. I don't know, it's going low. There's one hit. It's not hitting real hard, is it? No, they're not hitting real hard. I don't think this is a round. No. Okay, let's load it again. That was 72. I don't know if it will make the next. Well, as I said, we got 72. Now, let's see if we're gonna make 78. I don't know. That actually went through another hole. You could hear it inside of there or something. Let's hit the other can. It's really running down. It's not gonna make 78. It did hit a can. Hit that one. Hit that one, but you can tell it's definitely getting weaker, but it's still good enough that it will hit your target. Yeah, that's 78, so let's try it again. Okay, we're gonna go for 84. See how it works. It is getting low, it really is. I'll shoot the right side. Now the other one will definitely hear if it hits that. It's not even hitting it, so they're getting down there. Well, hit that one. We'll shoot at that middle one so we can hear it. It's not doing well. It is really getting low, there's no doubt. There's no rounds in there even. So, effectively, let's say 80. I brought the cans back so you can see what it did, but we're going to say effectively it fired 80 rounds after we had stored it for 2 months. And it had done videos in between then. So that's not too doggone bad on that, because how many rounds must I have fired prior to that? So you know that it's shooting over 100 on this single Umarex C02 cartridge. Now, is it because it's Umarex C02? I don't know. I've heard that it is a pure CO2. It's a very good CO2, and I have had very, very good luck with Umarex CO2 lasting for a long time. And load that into an Umarex air gun, and combined with the Umarex BBs, or, well, actually the BBs, because the Hornady is also with them, and I use the Hornady Black Diamond BBs a lot. And that's my two favorites, are these right here, these steel ones that I use, and also the Black Diamonds. But we've only had, oh, I was going to show you the cans, there they are. Now this is the one, and I like these because they're very heavy metal. The BBs, they will go through it, but by the time I was using this, it was starting to lose its punch, but you can see a pretty good dent up here. This is what I shoot at on this usually, is that red label, especially if I'm doing it at a distance. And if I'm shooting rim fire, I will shoot these, and of course those will go through. There's also some other cans that Jim Norquist had brought me that I don't have any out here, that his wife uses. It's a shaving cream for legs or something. I don't know. It's a women's shaving stuff. And so he has given me those, and he shot at those. They're a very, very heavy metal to them. But these are about the same. I like these seafoam cans, so if you see somebody throwing these out, grab them, because these are nice targets, and you can hear the way they sound. But anyway, that's talking about targets. But you can see here all the dents that it had. Now we'll take a look at the cans. The cans, I chewed them up pretty bad. You can see that, both of them. And I was spinning them around back here, blew everything out back there with it. So, you know, and that was where I was first shooting at this, and then can got knocked over and I turned it around. So I was doing this in the middle right at first, where we had it just like at 21 or what, something like that. So you can see the only casualty we have had, and if I can find it here, hang on. Okay, the only casualty we've had is one of the bullets. I have no idea why it is. I didn't even find the insert. Those little inserts that are on the end of them, which you've seen where I load the BB, it's gone. It fell out. And it fell out when I was loading it, and I went to load another one, and it sprung out, flew, it hit the ground somewhere. Actually, it hit a wooden post over here, and I think that knocked it out. And I've never had one of those happen. But that's the only casualty we had on anything. And otherwise, look at what we have found out on this C02. Now, no, I do not recommend that you store C02 like that. In fact, with these guns, they're so doggone much fun to shoot, you're probably going to be reloading C02 for more rounds, especially if there's a group of you shooting. You can have a ball with these. They are just so realistic. I mean, it's just unbelievable, this thing. I mean, this is the old Colt 45, you know, winning the West with that thing. And that one, that lever action over there, that is really realistic as well, because, you know, it's got the side gate loading, lever action, ejection, the whole works. That is a fantastic BB gun. That's all I can say. Both of them. And I have so much fun with them. And yeah, I get a big case of Umarex C02. If I wanted to, I could sit there and probably go through that in a couple of days, but I got to have a lot of time to do a lot of shooting, because they shoot a lot of rounds, as you can see, and as we have found out. So anyway, that's what we did. We tested it. We stored them for 2 months, seen what they're like. Now it's time to empty them out and store them away for a while. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.